Good afternoon, morning. It is November 12th, a Thursday. Yesterday, yesterday was a good day. I mean, I got called into work. No, actually, I had to work. It was Tuesday I got called in. I got I went to work. I only worked three and a half hours. Well, 10:30 to 2. Actually closer to 1:45. Um, that was my schedule. It was supposed to be 10:30 to 2, and I went in to work. I work with an individual who is, he's an old, well, he's not an older person. He's an older worker. He worked with Dickies in the past, and he left for a while because of school, and he came back. I don't know if he's permanent, temporary, or what the deal is, but because my boss Debbie is basically, she decided to take last week and this week off to help with her daughter's new baby, her new grandson, which I'm all for. It's like, hey, yeah, family first, all right. If you've got people who are responsible enough to do the job, go deal with your family. We'll take care of it. You can come in whenever you want to for whatever purposes. Well, this young man, um, I'm not gonna say he's a bad worker. He's a good worker. I mean, he is good at doing what he's doing, but it's not really negative because I can be the same way. I think what it is he's forgotten how to do some of his job, or it's been such a long time that he's trying to do it by memory, and he's a little. He needs. I guess the only thing I can say is he just needs time management skills. Um, the reason why I say that is because the fact that certain things have to be done by a certain time in a certain manner in order to basically get things to function properly. Now, I'm the type of person that comes in and I will do what I know to do unless told otherwise. Now, one of the things that I don't know what to do unless I'm told, and I don't always ask. I think that's my fault. I don't ask. But one of the things that I usually wait to be told what to do is what meat or how much of what meat to prepare to go in the smoker. Now, this has to be done before noon. So basically, I try to get it done before 11. So if I get there at 10:30, the only thing I have to do, and the only thing I should have to do, is prepare my meats to go in the smoker. Well, this young man on Tuesday, because things were kind of like who's doing what to who on Tuesday, because I got called in, I was supposed to have the day off. He didn't get the meats in the smoker until 1 o'clock, which means those meats didn't come out until 7. He did the same thing yesterday, and I'm just kind of like, dude, you have to get this meat. I know we're busy, and I know there's only two of us, but you have to get these meats in the smoker by noon. Otherwise, it's going to throw a lot of game plan off its course. If you can't, if you can do the front end, if you can do the line from beginning to end, I'll jump over to do register when I have to. But if you let me know what meats you want into that cooker, when I walk in that door, I will have them done and in the cooker before we open those doors. It don't take me 30 minutes to get the meats out of the package onto a tray, coated with the seasoning, and into the smoker as soon as the smoker is ready for it. That's my only complaint about him. He's a good kid. And it's not really a complaint; it's an observation. My complaint is the fact of the person who called out Tuesday. She called out Monday, claiming that she couldn't come to work because she had a headache. So we were all hoping that she would be able to come in Tuesday. I didn't go in Monday because I had too much around here to do and I wanted to focus on my family because I did not want to work 6 days and only have one day off to do whatever around the house. Even though yesterday when I came home, we finally got all the autumn and Halloween decorations up in the attic because Tuesday I wasn't feeling like doing it when I came home. That, in fact, it was rainy. I didn't want to do it with high winds and whatnot. Um, but this particular young lady has a habit of, if she's working with somebody that she doesn't want to work with, and it's just her and that person, she'll call out with a lame ass excuse. When I found out Tuesday why she called out Monday and Tuesday, I kind of went, really? I get up and go to work on a daily basis with foot ankle, knee, back, shoulder problems. I'm in constant pain of one form or another because of I overwork myself. Literally, I work myself to the point where I can't work no more. And as I'm getting older, it takes longer for me to recover. But I was like, really? I go in with all these pains. I pop a couple freaking Advil with my morning medication and go to work and work my day off, come home, pop some more Advil and basically, or pop Advil at work, depending on how long I'm working, and go about my day. Now, I could come to work and sit there and be like, ooh, ow, ouch, ooh, ooh, I can't do this, I can't bend, I can't lift. No, I don't. I don't. Maybe that's just my work ethic. But that's me. But anyhow, as you all know, I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla Tuesday. And Nelly was right. As soon as I came home and saw the package, I was like, mine, must play. But I promised Jerry that we'd get a few things done before I started playing. Tuesday, I started playing the game around 4:30, 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit later. And I played for about an hour or so. And then we did dinner. And then I started playing again. And then I stopped to play HQ, which me, Mom, and Jerry play together as a team, because sometimes Jerry knows answers that we don't know. Sometimes Mom knows answers that the other two don't know. Sometimes I know answers that Mom and Jerry don't know. So it's one of those team efforts. We all play on our own devices and have fun, enjoy each other's company. Even though sometimes it's like, really? That's the answer you guys have when all three of us are saying, no, that's not the right answer. But still, it's family fun night, our family fun time. And we do that on a regular basis. There are some nights where we jump on HQ and look at the subject matter of what they're doing that night. And we're like, nah. Let's just get our credit for being on there when the game starts and then stop playing. Because, like, last night was country and western music. Now, none of us have really watched or listened to country and western music listened to country and western music in a long time. So it was kind of like, no, let's just skip this one for another day or another time, because they're probably going to ask questions about 90s, late 90s, mid 2000s, which I think we haven't listened to country and western music since probably early 2000s, after we got married. I introduced Jerry Ann to contemporary Christian music, and she stopped listening. Not like stop, but she didn't listen to it as country and western music as much. So I was like, no, I don't feel like doing country and western. Now, if it was something else, like the one time they did Animals, I was just like all over that. And one of the questions I missed because their answer was wrong. And I went bonkers. I was like, you did it, putting in the text the right answer and whatnot. And they were like, no. And then, of course, like 24 hours later, they're like, sorry, you're correct. We're giving you a free life. I don't want a free life. I was one question away from being in the winner's circle. I could have gotten myself, $1.08 for being in the winner's circle, but no. Yeah. That's why I was kind of like, whoever's looking up the answers or questions aren't getting the right answers. So, yeah. But anyhow, this video is different than the video I just got done doing, because I realized the last video was an hour long, and I went, no, I'm not posting an hour-long video. Of course, Jerry Ann's going to be like, you were in there forever. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I will add in the Bible verse, which I haven't done in a while. This particular Bible verse, which spawned a lot of things I was saying. Today's verse was Jeremiah 17:4, and it says, "Through your own fault you will lose the inheritance I gave you. I will enslave you to your enemies in a land you do not know, for you have kindled my anger, and it will burn forever." Well,
almost 2 hours you've been in there.
I know. That verse caused a controversy within myself. Not because of the factor of what it said about losing my inheritance, because I feel that whatever inheritance I get in heaven, Valhalla, wherever you want, whatever realm or belief system you want to go by, I think that is earned or gained not by your belief system, but by your internal deeds, your own thoughts, your own deeds, your own character. Not your religion, but your character. The second thing that got me was the factor of anger burning forever. Well, I hate to say that's a contradiction to the New Testament, because the New Testament basically states that when Jesus died on the cross for us, he washed away all our sins. So basically all our wrongdoings, all our marks against us, all the anger that God might have had towards us because of our wayward, our non-Christian, or we strayed, whatever. I believe that Jesus' death took away that anger. So anything we did to negate our good character, was taken away. The slate was wiped clean. All sins were wiped off. Now, a lot of people will sit there and tell me that the sins that I do, or anything that I do that's against the Bible, will basically put a blemish. I don't think that. I really think that if your character is good, if your deeds are good, if you're helping out other people, if you're doing good things, the only things I can think of that would cause a blemish on your character in the eyes of God would be committing a high crime, what I call a high crime, which is basically murder, rape, all-out theft. And I don't mean just an oops, I accidentally grabbed the wrong thing type thing, but an all-out premeditated crime. Crimes that are considered non-premeditated accidents are things that just happen randomly. They weren't, oh, I'm gonna write down exactly what kind of deeds I'm gonna do against a certain person. That would be premeditated. Those are unforgivable. Those are crimes that I would consider, punishable or bad. But I grabbed the wrong keys, or I grabbed the wrong credit card, or I accidentally picked up somebody's tip and pocketed it, or just things that are absent-minded incidents. And if the person who does the accidental incident, the accidental crime, is remorseful and returns the item, or asks for forgiveness for the accident that occurred that might have taken a life or done bodily harm or something like that, those are forgivable. But there are crimes out there that I don't even consider forgivable, because of the fact that it was premeditated, or I'm like, okay, I usually don't talk about this particular subject, but the so-called, and I heard about this and went, what? The so-called accidental rape. That's not an accident. That's a lack of self-control or a premeditated issue. Or the accidental murder. Yeah, I don't think so. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this short compared to the last one. The last one I went off on a tangent and just... But yeah, there are accidents that are accidents. They are little accidents. But there are things that I'm sorry. there are certain things that some people want to claim as an accident, and I'm like, no, that's no accident. That's a premeditated, uncontrolled, or even controlled sometimes. Yeah, a lot of times it's controlled if it's premeditated situation. That's just like, no, that's unforgivable. I'm sorry. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple people. One person I'm going to say their name because Nelly and Sheila have been very large components of my Q and A's or discussing comments that are put across on my channel. I really appreciate the two of you because of the questions have not only been the questions and comments have not only been thought provoking, but it's literally given me a channel to talk about those things. The other person, I don't remember her name, so I can't really say her name, but she made a comment on my last video that I appreciate because the fact that not only does it help me realize that I have sparked not only an interest, but the fact that the person who has certain commonalities had literally said that I am doing the right thing by comparing some of the similarities between paganism and Christianity. So thank you very much for that comment. Then the other person, I'm not going to even say the name because the name sounds fictitious. I think I'm saying that right. But I'm not deleting anybody's comments. I have not been deleting comments in 2-3 months because I realized that deleting the comments, whether the comments are negative or not, and I didn't appreciate those comments, it caused a lot of those comments caused controversy not only within my community but within myself because the fact is like, one, it's causing me to question myself, and I don't like questioning myself because the fact is I do or try my best to gain the knowledge before putting it out there. Granted, the persons in the past might have had different resources than I did, and I did ask one or two of them to give me the information of their resource so I can look it up myself, and it was not forthcoming. I did give at one point in time, because somebody asked me about my resources, and I did give at one point in time a nice long, and I put it in text because saying it sometimes loses translation, but in a text, I gave her a good, I'm just going to show this as a visual, page long, actually this would have been a better visual, page long, that's not even the right visual because it's too small, page long list of my resources. Everything from BBC to BBC as in British Broadcasting System, to the Animal Planet, to various news sources, not only here in the States but overseas, like The Guardian, which is a newspaper in Scotland, Norwegian Times, which is one of the Norwegian newspapers, New York Times. I gave a whole list of different resources, as well as some of them that are kind of obscure, but you can find them if you know how to look for them or where to look or what their webpage address is. But as for this person basically claiming that I'm deleting their comments, no. If you made a comment and they do not show up on the comment page, it's because you put in something that my algorithm that looks for certain words didn't block it. It just put it off into a different segment that only I can look at for review to see if they're legit or if I think they're worthy of being put out on the general page. I have not looked at them because they're on my computer, and I have not gotten onto the computer to look at my website, to look at my held for review page. But if you put in a comment within the last week, I'd say since last Monday, I've looked at them, and I've looked in my review page. There has been no comments. So you're either trolling or trying to get a reaction. Your reaction from me is, I'm sorry, they're not there. I did not delete them. They just did not show up. So there. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, I do take suggestions. I don't always fly with them, but I will address them. Go ahead and put that in the comment box. And if you're new and want to subscribe, you can hit the subscription button, and YouTube will put in a page, or YouTube will let you know when I put in a new video. Until next time, God bless. Have a good day. Bye.